Hello, hello, and welcome. KYWC, Know Your World Cup. That's a cracking start, Sabah.
Oh,
yes. With this. Bro, what kind of player of the match?
You can't finish that question.
Even before the question, you had already answered it.
Wow. Even then.
This might be tricky.
गलत जवाब.
I have no idea.
Robs, I'm sorry. Say that the 10 points. Bye.
Hello, hello, and welcome to KYWC, Know Your World Cup, the T20 World Cup 2022 edition. This is going to be a good one. We've got two men that know their numbers. First up, to my left, our first contender, the man with the plan, Aakash Chopra is in the house.
So this is my KYC now. It's my face.
His KYC is complete.
Yeah,
and the challenger, the youngster in this one, the man from a different part of the country, another man who knows his numbers, Abhinav Mukund. Abhi, welcome.
Thank you for having me here, as always.
Why are you like intimidating me?
I just thought, do you want to be the underdog or do you want to be the favorite?
I don't know.
He's always the favorite.
I can't be the.
See, he started playing the mind game already. Yeah, he's
I
made himself the underdog.
master. Yeah, it's okay.
So guys, let's go into our rules first up because we have two rounds. We've got 5 questions each in round 1. If you answer each question correctly, you will get 10 points for each correct answer. You will not get negative points in the first round. If you do pass or you get the wrong answer, it will go across to Aakash here, and Aakash, you can steal and win half the points at 5. However, there is a power play option in round 1. So before I ask a question inside the first 5, you guys have the option before I start my question to say, I'm going to call power play, and with that, you will earn or potentially earn double points. So instead of 10, you get 20 points for a correct answer.
And if we get that one wrong and the partner
He still gets
answers,
5.
he still gets 5.
So you're still okay.
I mean, this.
Yeah, you're
much
still
pressure.
okay. So we'll get round 1 underway, and before we do, it is that time of the night. It is toss time. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you like to call? Would you like
Yeah,
to call?
Abhi will call.
Abhi, you're going to call?
Tails.
Tails. And I will not show it to the camera. It is a head, and Aakash
right, then.
Chopra
Let's
has
Going with the Chennai trend. Losing tosses.
Aakash, would you like to go first, or would you like to throw the first question across?
I'll go first.
Oh, he wants to set the tone. I like this. Okay.
I don't know what I'm setting, but I'll go first.
Okay, here we go. Round 1, question 1 going to Aakash. Which player in the 2022 T20 World Cup was hit wicket in the semi-final?
Hit wicket in the semi-final. I have no idea.
Okay, we will pass it across.
There are no negatives, right?
There are no negatives.
Now it won't
This
be.
is only you to steal for 5.
Hardik Pandya?
Oh, just faking it all along. He knew the answer. Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya was hit wicket.
Hit wicket against England in the semi. In comes Abhi with a 5-pointer. Aakash, just want to ask you though,
Okay.
you know, he's looked at as this X factor for India heading into the World Cup. Obviously coming in now as a bowler and a batter. How critical is this man in the current edition that's coming up?
See, when you look at the top 6, there is only one guy who actually can bowl. So that is where Hardik Pandya becomes extremely important. And he's also the vice captain of the side. So that also means that he's got this added responsibility, or rather the expectation of doing well. He's been to the West Indies. The last time when India went, he was actually the leader. He was the captain of the T20 side. So you expect him to come good. But honestly speaking, his batting has to now hit like top gear, because whatever he's been doing in the Tata IPL this season, it's not really cutting it, keeping in mind that the pitches in the West Indies and in America maybe they're going to be on the slower side with bigger boundaries. So he needs to get back to that same form that he displayed on that particular tour when he was the captain.
Abhi, coming to your first question now, and given that you knew the first answer,
I mean, this is.
I think
it's
he
not
might.
rigged,
It was a
right?
fluke. It was a fluke.
I mean, what are the chances of actually like? Okay, who was the bowler?
I vaguely remember he went 2 back, and I think it was a vague memory somewhere
Vague,
deep down.
Aakash. He doesn't remember. Just vague. Somewhere in the back of his mind.
Sounds fishy to me. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, Abhi.
One question, and he can't lose.
Hey, I'm happy to lose, but I mean, how?
Yeah, let's be honest, no one here likes to lose. But Abhi, into your first question here. Which two batters put on a record unbeaten 170 for the opening wicket to knock India out of the 2022
Joss
T20?
Butler, Alex Hales.
That's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, 10 on the board. So Abhi moves to 15. We'll move across. Which player, apart from Rohit Sharma, has been a part of each of the 8 editions of the T20 World Cup from 2007 to 2022?
Okay.
I will give you a clue.
Okay, go for it.
He's from the subcontinent.
He's from the subcontinent, and he's a part of this T20 World Cup as well. Or
Come
maybe-
on, this is the second
He's a part of this T20 World
No,
Cup.
I'm just talking if it's Shakib Al Hasan is someone who comes to my mind, but
Is that your answer?
that is my answer.
Aakash Chopra is on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God, this
Shakib Al
is
Hasan
phenomenal.
is the answer. There
Thank
we
you,
go.
Shakib. I love you. To the entire Bangladesh, I love you all.
Shakib is also the leading wicket taker actually in T20 World Cups.
God.
A little pat on the back from me. I gave you a little clue.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll move across back to Abhi for his next question. Abhi, Which batter hit 450s in an edition for the second time in 2022, becoming the first player in the tournament's history to do it twice?
Sounds quite obvious. 450s. Kohli? Virat Kohli?
Oh, just a little bit of a sweat and just throws it in there.
I mean, seriously, and I like just the demeanor.
Little
It
taps.
could be, I don't know,
Virat Kohli is the answer. The only other two men who did it were Matty Hayden back in 2007 and Babar Azam in 2021. So there you go. Abhi back in the lead by 15. So it's 25-10 at the moment. I will say, Aakash, that you have a power play option at some stage to be used.
Yeah.
When do you want to use it?
I'll use it now, actually.
Oh.
Just for fun.
You know, it might not be a bad time to use
is it?
Aakash.
Okay, let's see.
Because in comes your next question, and I
Okay.
think you'll be pretty happy about this one. Which former Singapore international player was a part of this World Cup representing another team?
Tim David.
Too easy. Good shout on the power play.
that's
20 points in the bag for Aakash Chopra. And as a result, it is 30-25. Suddenly sneaks ahead.
See, Abhinav,
from
there you
behind.
go.
I like
There's
this.
somebody watching over.
From Singapore, there is a man watching over Aakash Chopra. He's a big man as well,
Yeah.
Tim David. Abhi, coming to you for your next question now. Now, Bangladesh were cruising while chasing 151 in 16 overs against India in a rain-curtailed game. But just then, an Indian fielder ran out a rampaging Liton Das to turn the game around. Who was that player?
KL Rahul.
Wow.
He's got it right.
I was going to say, if he's got this one right, he's done
KL
some
Rahul.
serious research, boss.
KL Rahul.
I mean, like 3 seconds.
This is ridiculous.
KL Rahul is the right answer.
You don't deserve power play. You should concede that, okay, I will not take it, I'll street beat Aakash, and you will.
I'm gobsmacked with that one. So anyway, 35-30 now. Abhi is back in front with a power play in hand as well. So we'll come to that in just a bit. Aakash, for your next question, whose record did Virat Kohli break for becoming the leading run getter in T20 World Cups during the course of this tournament? So who held that record previously? Whose record did Virat break?
Martin Guptill?
I will pass that. It is not Martin Guptill. It goes across to Abhi. Oh,
Whose record did he break?
it's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's definite. Shoaib Malik?
No, he is from the subcontinent, but this
he's
was a
from the
tricky one.
subcontinent.
And it is Mahela Jayawardene actually that Virat went past as leading run getters. The first one that Abhi hasn't managed to either steal.
Seriously, man.
Right. Oof.
It's a tough one.
But Abhi, just on Virat, right? We're heading into a World Cup. How much will the Virat Kohli factor come in terms of just that incredible gameplay, ability to finish games, but not really going hammer and tongs from ball one, not needing to?
Look, there's so much talk about numbers and analytics and all of that into the T20 game. Sometimes it's just the presence of a certain player. And when a certain player walks in and the crowd's throng to just support this guy, then there's nothing stopping him. And you can tell that he's pumped up, I don't know, to prove something to somebody. Yeah. That he's out there with a mission, that he wants to win. And that's clearly the motto that you see even when he's playing franchise cricket, when he's playing for India. I definitely see him having a great World Cup because he seems like he's enjoying his game a lot more and he's pumped up to win, and it's a very dangerous Virat Kohli that opponents are going to see.
Yeah, and that is a dangerous sign for anyone really, as you said, coming up against India. So just a reminder before we move forward of the scores, Aakash is on 30, Abhi is on 35. Abhi, you've got a couple of questions left. When are you going to use?
Shall we use it now?
Sure.
Let's go power play.
He was the only bowler to pick up a 5-wicket haul in the 2022 edition. Who was he? The only man to pick up a 5-wicket haul.
I'm thinking Sam Curran. I'm going to go Sam Curran.
Thinking Sam Curran.
It is.
He knows it's Sam Curran. We know it's Sam Curran. 5 for 10 versus Afghanistan. So Abhi's launched himself with 20 points as well and increases that lead in his favour. And Aakash, we come back to you therefore.
Okay.
Last question of round one. Which player hit the most sixes in an innings by an Indian in the 2022 edition? So which Indian hit the most sixes in an innings?
I'm going Virat Kohli only.
Okay, there is a chance to steal here. It's not Virat Kohli.
Going Surya Kumar Yadav.
Oh, he has not stolen the answer.
Oh, God,
Actually,
seriously?
Hardik Pandya with 5 sixes in his innings of 63 of 33, I think it was, versus England in that semi-final. So
Before he got hit wicket. Anyway, yeah, go for it.
So scores stay where they are. And Abhi, we move to your final question of the first round. Which team came away from that group stage with the most wins in the 2022 World Cup, the Super 12s?
Pakistan lost 2. New Zealand. Oh, God, India lost just 1 game. But did New Zealand lose any? I think they did. I'm going to go India.
He calculated which other teams had lost how many,
Correct.
went through the entire points
Correct.
table,
Correct.
and then arrived at the correct answer.
Correct.
Abhi, just top class.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
India is the right answer. So just to recap things, at the moment, Abhi, it's a pretty sizable lead, 65 to 30 with a buzzer round to come.
Okay.
And with that in mind, that is the end of round 1. And coming in to round 2, you'll now see the semblance of buzzers with our two gentlemen. And as you can see, the buzzers have arrived. Guys, just test them, please. Just check. Okay, all works. No problems there. Let's just take you through the rules quickly. So this time there'll be just 5 questions. You hit the buzzer first. It's pretty simple. You get to answer the question. You will still get 10 points for the right answer. If you get it wrong, that is a no ball, and we will have the opportunity for a free hit on the other side. So you could really double up. A -10 with a +10 on the other side could make a 20-point swing. So with the rules out of the way, let's get this round going. So here we go.
Okay.
Starting off our buzzer round. Question number 1. Zimbabwe caused an upset by beating a former T20 World Cup champion side. Abhi jumped in.
Pakistan.
That's correct.
That is correct. They fell short by 1 run, chasing a target of 130. So 10 points in the bag there. So he will move to 75. And we move to question number 2. Who hit the winning runs for India in their epic encounter against Pakistan?
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli is not the right
Ravichandran
answer.
Ashwin actually.
How
It's
can you
Ashwin.
do that? You should remember that. Why?
Yeah, I remember now. I remember now. I gave him the answer also.
Can we just say, for the sake of this now, he gave us the answer straight after. Abhi, are you generous enough to give it?
let him.
Oh God,
let him.
it's embarrassing.
I will jump this side and say,
Okay.
my boys are nice people.
Oh my
we will
God.
hand you the 10 points there, Akash. Good recovery.
I'll try
and it
to be
was
better.
Ravichandran Ashwin.
I'll try to be better.
We will move swiftly into our next question in our buzzer round. Who was India's highest wicket taker in the 2022 T20 World Cup? It's an interesting one.
I'm going Arshdeep Singh.
Oh, Aakash Chopra's in the house. Here we go.
done.
The buzzer round under pressure gets it done. Arshdeep Singh is the right answer with
All right.
10 wickets. Hardik Pandya was India's second highest
Hardik,
wicket taker as well with 8 wickets.
How did you not know this, Abhinav? I mean, where did your homework go wrong?
I didn't do any homework. Come on, stop sledging me. I knew this as much as you did after walking into this quiz room.
God, okay.
Moving into our final 2 questions of the buzzer round. Just to recap scores, 75 to 50 at the moment. 2 questions to go. Question number 4 of our buzzer round. This player was the player of the match in the 2022 final and also the player of the tournament. Aakash Chopra.
Sam Curran.
Sam Curran is the right answer. 3 for 12 in that final in his first T20 World Cup. 10 more points in the bag. Trailing by 15.
15.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, 15.
How does this play out?
15
Time
is
to
tough.
find out.
Okay.
Final question of this buzzer round and the quiz, unless we head into sudden death. Here we go. Who hit the winning runs for England in the final against Pakistan? Abhinav
I'm
Mukund.
going to try it. Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes, just for a little bit of
Yeah,
showmanship,
I
he throws it in there.
I had to not press the buzzer because that was the only way
No,
of
it was minus. No, I shouldn't have gone for it.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but
You should
that's
not have.
exactly.
Ideally.
Ideally, you shouldn't have.
That's why I was not touching the buzzer. The only way of my winning was you getting it
You
wrong.
were minus and you were plus.
Exactly.
Don't do it. And Abhi just throws it in. Little show ponying at the end. And our champion of the 2022 edition is, of course, Abhinav Mukund. Congratulations, Abhi. A little winning speech. Anyone you'd like to thank in the audience?
Never easy to beat Aakash Chopra. It is, but thank you for letting me win.
No, you should be thanking your family and all, you know.
His school.
Yeah, yes, your
family.
little son will be so happy seeing you. Tears in your eyes.
Before we wrap things up, guys, just heading into this T20 World Cup, Akash, your favorites heading into this tournament, if you had to pick 3 or 4?
So, see, Australia will be one of those teams with plethora of all-rounders. That's the kind of team they have. Of course, the conditions might not suit them as much as it would otherwise. India will always be one of the favorites to actually reach that far. On these surfaces, West Indies might just be a team like a force to reckon with because they are I mean, the qualification is dependent on these surfaces and being the host nation. So yeah, these 3 and between South Africa and New Zealand, because New Zealand, they find their ways to actually punch above their weight somehow.
They do, and South Africa have a devastatingly good side as well. Abhi, for you, similar names?
Quite similar. I would like to throw Sri Lanka in the mix somehow. I just have a feeling those spinners in the conditions that they play and day games, bigger boundaries. So just a team with 3 spinners with multiple all-round bowling options could just be a big hit in terms of a slightly low-scoring World Cup. If it is, it's right up their alley. So I just throw Sri Lanka into the mix.
Guys, thank you so much. Final confirmation, 85 to 60. Congratulations.